All right, I've cleaned up from making dinner. I have eaten dinner. Now it's time to make jam. So I've got, we're doing strawberry rhubarb jam. I've got 5.5 cups of sugar in each of these bowls because I'm making 2 batches. I have 2 cups of rhubarb in each one of these bowls. And then I have 2 cups of strawberries that we got from the farmer's market per batch. And of course, lemon juice and pectin. I'm hoping I'm doing this right, that it's 6 tablespoons of pectin per batch, because that's what I am told, that's what I have read. Now, so for that reason, we're gonna get the 6 tablespoons and I'm gonna mix it into the rhubarb. So in that way it's already mixed in. Now I am canning this. My jars are in the dishwasher. Actually, they're sanitizing right now. I'm gonna have my water bath canner going here shortly to get the water hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna get 2 pots going. I am hoping I don't make a mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that leaves me with not enough to do anything with it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna get this stirred up. So you're gonna have to bear with me just for a couple minutes while I get everything stirred up, and then we're at the stove. All right. So, I've got my rhubarb here. I've got my strawberries here. What are we putting in here? Yeah. So, that might confuse a couple people. I've always mixed my pectin in with fruit. Then that way it dissolves a lot easier. I've seen a lot of people that don't do it, but I just personally, I don't know, I just think it's a lot easier. Now I don't have my heat turned on just yet, because I need to get all of this goodness scraped into here. All right. Oh, the strawberries are still super cold. That's okay. Okay, so we're gonna turn the heat on. I promise I can talk. And I'm gonna add that lemon juice, a 1/4 cup. I decided I'm gonna do 1 batch of jam at a time instead of doing my normal 2 at a time. Doing that's a lot easier when you have a gas stove. So all my burners were the same size. They are not the same size on an electric stove. Who knew? It's been 5 years and I'm still trying to get used to that. Actually, it's almost been 6 years. Okay, so while that is heating up, I am going to take a masher to it, because I want the strawberries crushed a little bit. I don't want those strawberries whole. And I know you're gonna come at me for using metal in the pot. Okay. Now we want to get this to a boil before we even think about adding that sugar. Okay? So we'll be back in a few moments. Okay, so when you're making jam, you need to get it to a rolling boil. So I'm just stirring it. I could hear the bubbles popping, and we're still popping. So we're gonna add our sugar. Because I stir it, it comes right back. Okay, 5.5 cups of sugar going in, no turning back. Now I have an alarm set for 1 minute, but we gotta wait to get the sugar all dissolved and mixed in. Okay, so we're gonna get this sugar mixed in. There we go. Now we're gonna stir this pretty much consistently, stopping every so often, just to check for a rolling boil. Because that sugar, once it gets heated, it's going to start melting down. But we need this to come to a rolling boil. So we'll be right back, and actually it will not take very long, I promise. Okay, so we are now back at that rolling boil because I can't get that to stop. Well, like I can, but it comes right back. Okay, so we're gonna start our timer for 1 minute. And also, please be very careful with jam. It splatters and it burns, it's hot. I only stir it just to keep it from overflowing and getting too horrible. I also don't add butter to mine. A lot of people do. I do not. And this is liquid sugar, which means it turns into like liquid lava. All right, I'm gonna turn that off, and I'm gonna meet you guys back over at the other station. All right, we have our jam here done. The jar, whoo, I can't see. The jars are done. How hot, ooh, hot. So I need what, 2, 4, 6, let's do a 7th just to be on the safe side. So I think it's 6. I can't exactly remember. I'm like blind as a bat that I don't have my glasses on. Okay. I'm not blind, I can see, I can't see. That's the hardest thing, trying to explain to people who don't wear glasses. Okay. So I've got my lids here, they're soaking in hot water from the canner. We want to fill these to a 1/4 inch headspace. If you are not sure what a 1/4 inch headspace is, sorry guys, the humidity is making my asthma go really bad. On the end of your debubbler, there's a marker, inch, half it, and all that thing there. Use that. Oh no, sorry. That's a 1/4. That's 1/4 inch, that's an inch. I've just gotten to a point where I can eyeball it. But I've also been canning for a long time. If you're new to canning, do not do that. Whoop. Also, you should debubble when well, you have the canner, the funnel in there. Now what I'm doing, or what I just did, I went and dipped my debubbler into my canning jar, my canner of the nice hot water. Give it a quick sanitize. And honestly, probably by the time I am done the other batch of jam, these will be done processing. I normally have a plate with me when I'm doing this to set all the stuff on, but I just, not today. I'm not feeling the extra dishes today. Oh, I may need an extra jar. Might take all 7. What? No way, that never happens. I think I got a sampler. Okay. Cloth. Wipe it down. I normally have vinegar because I normally go over my rings with vinegar, but I'm not doing that today. So we want to wipe the rim. I just dipped this into that nice hot water. So we debubble, we wipe the rim, we burn our fingers. We throw our glasses away. Hot, 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 we're saying hot, hot, hot. Okay. Now we're going to get our lids on here. Oh, that tastes lovely. Now we can, ouch. So because I just did that, some jam went onto it. I'm gonna wipe that rim again. It was still clean. That ring is going to go, or that lid is going to go to the side. I'll wash it and I'll use it in the next batch. All right. I may have to go to the other rim and get more rings. We'll see. So we're going to put a ring on it. Oh, it's been so long since I've said that. If you're going to put a ring on it. Sorry. If you've been around for a while, you'll understand. She don't want to be a single lady anymore, so we're going to put a ring on her. I don't learn very well. Okay, so fingertip tight. Oh, there's a bend in the lid. Technically that slid off, but get a fresh one. Was there a bend? No, there's no bend in that one too. Okay, I was gonna say, oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna pop these in the canner, and then I'm gonna get going on the next batch of jam. So we'll be back when everything is out of the canner. Okay, so I want you guys to see this. I know you can't see it very well, but there's actually an inch and a half of water on top of this. And it's nice and boiling. I'm gonna let this go It's 10 minutes, but I'm gonna let it go for 15 minutes just so that way I know it's good and boiling. And then I'm gonna turn the burner off and I'm gonna let it sit for 5 minutes, and then that's when I'll pull them out. So I will see you guys in about 15 minutes. All right, now you can kind of, let me see if I can pull you up a little bit. Oh, too far, too far. Okay. Now, they've canned for 10 minutes and they have sat for 5. You're not supposed to tilt the jar when you pull it out, but I always, for some reason, do. But I've let them, so they have canned for 10 minutes and they have sat for 5 minutes. Now I'm pulling them out of the canner, trying not to hit the canner, and these are going to sit on my shelf or on the counter here for 24 hours before I even mess with them to check and make sure they're sealed. Whoop, there's a pop. I love that pop. Now I know you're not supposed to, again guys, you're not supposed to tip the jar to get the water off. I just always have. It's something I've always done. It's a habit I can't break. Okay. So there we go. How many jars did we get? Hold on. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 13 jars of jam. That's not bad. All right. I don't think you can see me if I do that. I don't know if it's gonna do it again. They've been popping and pinging like crazy. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I know I look like a hot mess. I'm sweating. It's like 40 degrees outside and I'm canning. Okay, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you again really soon for another one. Bye.